Very warm good morning to all students. Today we are going to have a discussion on the fifth unit of our PEC DC drives, Power Electronic Control of DC Drive subject, and the unit title is Chopper Control DC Motor Drives 1. And let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. Srinivas Acharya, Assistant Professor from the Department of EEE, IIT Engineering College, Technical. And recording today's session, and it is mostly concentrating on the working operation of the chopper and various control techniques used to control the chopper with the help of different techniques. And regarding the first concept today, this is the basic diagram of chopper, and in the screen itself it is showing a chopper model. And before that, let's have a fundamental definition of what is meant by a chopper. Okay, and first of all, and by looking at this circuit diagram, so here on the left corner we have a source voltage with plus and minus, and we have a chopper and we have a load. And here in this circuit model, VC is called control voltage and V0 is output voltage. Okay, and let us know what is meant by a chopper. So in the source voltage, we have different types of source voltages. Let's take if the source voltage is a DC source, let's take it's a battery, or sometimes this source voltage may be a rectified AC supply also. Okay, and so why we are using this source voltage is to control the speed control of DC motor drive. So for this controlling the speed control, for controlling the speed, we have a fixed voltage, fixed input voltage, and this fixed input voltage can be converted into variable voltage by means of different techniques. So in this conversion process of fixed voltage into variable voltage, we need to chop the input voltage by varying different on and off times. So this chopping frequency or chopping method with the help of different on and off sequences can be performed by a converter. So this converter model we can simply call it as a chopper. Okay, finally, so what is meant by a chopper is, so chopper used to used to convert that fixed voltage into variable voltage and chopping the input voltage by means of different on and off times of a converter. So simply that converter model we can call it as a chopper. Okay, and here in this pictorial diagram, the chopper is indicated here. It's just like a switch, and the source voltage is Vs, and for getting a proper voltage across the load V0, we are having different models, different input sequences to control the output voltage across the load. And this is the waveform models of different chopper circuits. And here the first primary one, Vc, is the control voltage and Vs is the source voltage, and different on and off sequences. So most probably for this converter, on sequence we can simply call it as T on period, where the chopper is in on state, and off period simply called it as T off, where the chopper is in off state, and the combination of on period and off period we can call it as total time period T. So finally, between the intervals of 0 to t, the waveform is varying, and similarly from the time period t to t, so initially look at the screen here, from 0 to t the waveform having a particular shape, and after the time period t to 2t the waveform is continuing its nature, and similarly 2t to 3t and 3t to 4t. So like that the waveform is continuously running. So until unless our speed control process is over for a particular drive, so then the process is continuing on, until unless the process is continuing on, and after then so we can switch off the drive. So in this waveform, so initially from 0 to time period t we have two sequential operations, and one is t on where the chopper is in on state, and the magnitude represented here, and similarly the off period of the chopper is represented between up to t time period, the off time is represented, and the combination of on period and off period t on plus t off, simply we can call it as total time period t. So as we know, the formula for the frequency is nothing but reciprocal of time period. Fc is nothing but 1 by t. And what is time period capital T? It's a combination of on period and off period. So Fc, the controlling frequency Fc is nothing but 1 by t on plus t off, that is nothing but 1 by t. And based on these relations, now we can define a duty cycle. So duty cycle is nothing but it's a ratio of on period to total time period t. So d equals to t on by capital T, and it's called duty cycle represented by small d. So d equals to t on by t. And if suppose we can assume the switch is in an ideal state, so then we have a formula for average output VDC equals to T on by T into source voltage Vs. As we know, T on by T is nothing but duty cycle, so VDC equals to D into Vs. So varying the duty cycle changes the total output voltage of the drive. So most probably this duty cycle D can be changed in two ways. The first one is varying the on time. It's nothing but the method varying the on time is simply called constant switching frequency method. And the second one, varying the chopping frequency, and it is also used to vary the duty cycle. And similarly, so why we are doing these on time varying sequences? So because of varying the switching frequency having many more advantages in practice. Okay, so because of those advantages, so because of that we can vary the time period at different sequences. And now coming to the second concept of fifth unit, 4-quadrant chopper circuit. So 4-quadrant chopper circuit represented by figure 2 with different transistor models, and here in the right portion of the figure it is represented by first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant in a clockwise manner. So we can representing like that 1, 2, 3 and 4, and this is the basic fundamental chopper circuit where it is containing Vs as a source voltage, and we have 4 transistor like models, and each transistor model containing one freewheeling diode. So means what? The transistor 1 connected with freewheeling diode D1, transistor 2 connected with freewheeling diode D2, transistor 3 connected with freewheeling diode D3, and transistor 4 having a freewheeling diode of D4. So along with that we have a load combination RA, armature resistance RA, with in series with the armature inductor LA with the induced EMF E. So after switching on the source voltage Vs, so Is starts to flow, and after then the Is passes through T1 leg. With that Is can be splitted as IA. IA is called armature current, because we have a drive model. To control the drive model, we have a speed control concept over here. So speed control with the armature, we can get an armature current IA. This armature current IA is always flows through the load RA, LA and induced EMF E. And the output voltage across the load is represented by V0. And here we are using a capacitor C1 to controls the proper voltage input to the transistor model. So in the 4-coordinate chopper circuit, we have the first concept. It is called first coordinate operation. So first coordinate operation. So in the first coordinate operation, so what the thing is, we have to take two transistor models T1 and T2. So in the first coordinate, either T1 or T2 should be in on state. So otherwise simultaneously either T1 or T2 can be triggered on for get proper output. So otherwise any one can be acceptable, or both the T1 and T2 simultaneously in a on state for first coordinate operation. Okay, and this is the first coordinate chopper circuit. In this first coordinate chopper circuit, the aim of this coordinate model is to get a positive voltage and current in the load. To get this positive voltage and current, so we have to switch on either T1 or T2 model with, or otherwise simultaneously we can operate both T1 and T2. So this is for the positive voltage and positive current. If we need no load voltage across the load, so then what to do is we have to switch off or turn off T1. If suppose we have turn off the T1 transistor, so what will happen is the current IA starts to decrease in the first model T1, and through the switch, power switch, and through the inductor, the current IA starts to decrease. So while the process is continuously going on, so the IA value rapidly cutting down, and it is the value drastically getting down. And if the value IA is drastically getting down, so the opposite to the current is induced EMF E in the load. So when the voltage, when the current IA starts to decrease in the load model RA, LA and E, so ultimately what will happen is the voltage starts to build up in opposite nature. So when the current goes on decreasing, and simultaneously with the help of this current, IA starts to build up in the first leg sequence. So finally what will happen is it will turn on the freewheeling diode D4. So ultimately the armature current goes on decreasing, the voltage armature voltage it goes on increasing simultaneously with the help of load. So with these sequences, the diode, freewheeling diode D4 gets on. If the diode D4 gets on, so the circuit remodel, it's just like this one. So this is the changing model. So here we are only taking T1 and T2. We are not considering T3 and T4. So first coordinate operation, mostly concentrates on T1 and T2. Okay, and T1 and T2 with diode D4 on. This is the model. So before with the help of T1, RA, LA and E, and T2, this is the positive voltage and current through the load. The circuit representation model is just like this, and after the D4 is switching on, so this is the model representation. So to get zero voltage across the load, so what the thing is, we have to turn it on D4 and turn it on D4 with the help of load RA, LA and E through T2 through D4 and with RA. So this is the D4 first coordinate operation model. Okay, and now coming to the waveform sequences. So for every coordinate operation, we have two sequential things. One is a continuous conduction mode and discontinuous conduction mode. So here in this figure, the first one representing continuous conduction mode and the second figure representing discontinuous conduction mode. So in the first one, it is called source voltage Vs, and the second one it is called armature current Ia, and the third one with armature current we are parallelly representing with the source current Is with Ia. So we have two states of the chopper, mostly on period and off period. In the first operation of T on, in the continuous conduction state, T1 and T2 forward biased. So we have a proper shape of the curve with a magnitude of Ia. So there the first one is T1 and T2, it's on state. And for zero voltage we already discussed. So zero voltage means there is no proper output here. So means T off, there is no sequence, so it's in rest mode. So T off is represented with when the D4 and the T2 switched on, so there is no output and it's represented with a flat line, and this waveform shape is till continued from T2 to T. So initially the waveform is started from 0 and on period up to T on, and T on to T, so it's an off state where the full cycle is completed, and the same shape of the curve continued in between T2 to T. Similarly 2T to 3T, the shape of the curve is continuing. So this is the continuous conduction mode for first quadrant operation, and the second sequence is called discontinuous conduction mode, and here also the same transistor model sequences, T1 and T2 in the first shape it's on, and D4 T2 same thing. So like that it's a continuous process, but here the source voltage is different comparing with the continuous conduction state, and with the source voltage is changing and armature current it's also changing, and with armature control armature current control is changing means source current is also finally changing, and the shape of the curves it's somewhat different with continuous conduction, and so most of the time the on shape of the curve comparing with the continuous conduction mode, the discontinuous conduction mode the magnitude is somewhat lesser, and the shape and the size of curve for a discontinuous conduction mode is slightly lesser comparing with the continuous conduction mode. And here the second coordinate operation. In the first coordinate operation, we are concentrating on positive voltage and positive current, and in the second coordinate of operation, so we are taking negative voltage and positive current, and this is the reduced circuit model. So after turning on D3 and D4, just like first coordinate operation, after turning on D3 and D4, so this is the reduced coordinate operation model for getting negative load voltage and positive current. And similarly, like first coordinate operation, we have two sequential operations again. In the first case, the transistor T2 and the freewheeling diode D4 gets in on state in the on period, and in the second case, D3 and D4 for getting no load voltage, D3 and D4 gets in on state. And similarly, for the next sequential operation, T1 and D3 in on state, they are in triggering mode, and the off state is common, it is D3 and D4, it's in on state. So similarly, the curve is continuing for the remaining time periods. And this is the third coordinate operation model in the 4 coordinate operation, where D1 is on and T3 is on, and the reduced model represented with increasing load current in the first model, and decreasing load current for the zero voltage represented in the second circuit. And here also we have two modes of operation, continuous conduction and discontinuous conduction. In the continuous conduction mode, in on state, T3 and T4 is in on mode, they are in triggering mode, and in the off state, T3 and D1, and similarly T3 and T4 in on state, and for off state D2 and D4, they are in off state. This is for continuous conduction. And for the discontinuous conduction mode, the source voltage is different, and the current is also different, and the source current is also different, and the shape of the magnitude of each curve on each state comparing with the continuous conduction mode. So this discontinuous conduction mode having slight lesser shape rather than continuous conduction. And this is the 4th coordinate operation model of the chopper. And for the 4th coordinate operation, in the on state, for the first sequential operation, T on, D2 and T4 gets in on state, and in the second model, D2 and D1 gets in on, and similarly for the next sequential operation, T2, T on plus T, D1 and T3 is in on state, and T on plus T2 to 2T, D1 and D2 gets on. So these are the waveforms for 4th coordinate operation of the chopper. And now coming to the next concept, chopper for inversion. So normally the converter, it is used to convert fixed voltage to variable voltage or current at different levels. Now normally the chopper is the building block for converting AC to DC or different DC to DC network converters. And during the process of inversion and conversion, we are using different power electronic devices. So most probably those are MOSFETs, IGBTs and GTOs or silicon controlled rectifiers used for different power levels. And the MOSFETs and transistor choppers are used to a power level of 50 kilowatt. So there it is a range for these power electronic devices. So up to 50 kilowatt they are operating. And now coming to the next concept, model of the chopper. So as we know the transfer function of the chopper, so output of the Laplace transform of input by Laplace output by input of Laplace transform by maintaining different zero conditions. So after placing the output function and input function and applying Laplace transform and maintaining different zero conditions, so we have a transfer function of the chopper GR of S equal to KR by 1 plus ST by 2, where KR equals to Vs by Vcm, and Vs is the source voltage and Vcm is the maximum control voltage. Now increasing this chopping frequency decreases the delay time and it becomes a simple gain to the controller. This is the input to the chopper where it has three blocks. The first block it is called rectifier, and the second block it's a combination of DC link filter with a braking circuit, and third block is called chopper and the load. So for each transistor lag model, we are connecting with three-phase supply. So each phase connected with one model of the transistor model of the rectifier. So for R phase connected with the D1 there, and a D1 D4 combination, and Y phase connected with the D3 D6 combination, and B phase connected with D5 D6 combination. So this is the 4-end chopper model. Okay, and this is the chopper with regeneration capability. So in this chopper with regeneration capability, so in the previous circuit we don't have a transistor models, and here with the chopper with regeneration, so along with that three-phase supply model, so the rectification connected with a regenerating converter with the T1 T4 T3 T6 and T5 T2. Again the three-phase supply is connected with R, Y and B with different sequences, and here the magnitude gain delta V varied from 15 to 20 percentage for chopper inversion property, and similarly the phase converter is slightly greater than 1.35 volts with the original one. Okay, and finally I can conclude today's session, and the remaining concepts will be discussed in the next class. So now thank you one and all for your patience listening. Thank you.